Namaste. Jai Shri Krishna. Welcome to our Gita study session. I'm Satya Kalra, your host, and also the founder of pathtoanandam. I'm so pleased to see all of you. The goal of this study session is how we can improve our day-to-day life. And not just a day-to-day life, but beyond that, through the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. How can we feel happy, eternal happiness, the blissful life which does not change with day-to-day yo-yo games of happiness and unhappiness? Because every day, sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are not happy. Many things happen in our life which makes us unhappy. But once we attain, experience the Sat Chit Ananda, that eternal happiness, love, peace, Anandam, then we are not the slave of our day-to-day circumstances. How can we attain that state, the supreme conscious state? More stability in our life, in our emotions, in our moods. In other words, we do not give our remote control of our happiness to the external circumstances. And Gita, which I call it path to Anandam, the vehicle that takes us from our shore of miseries, unhappiness, to the shore of Anandam, without limitations of our life. I've been teaching Bhagavad Gita for more than 30 years now. And my focus of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita is how to practice the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Not just for information, but for self-transformation. In other words, how can we attain the ultimate freedom from this word, which we call it Bhavsagar, which we also call it the temporary word. And the teachings of Bhagavad Gita transformed Arjuna, got him out of confusion. He was very confused whether he should engage in the performing his foremost duty, fulfill his responsibility, which was a very difficult job for him, because this time he was getting engaged with in the war with his own family members, his loved one. And we get confused many times too. Now, how to get rid of this confusion? How to go beyond the confusion to decision make? And Gita, the very first verse of Gita, which was spoken by Dhritarashtra, and he asked the question to his minister, Sanjay, Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samveta yuyusva mamaka pandavas chaiv kim kurvat Sanjaya, which means that, hey Sanjay, tell me, in this Kurukshetra, by the way, Kurukshetra is the city in North India, about 200 miles from New Delhi. So my children, Mamka, my children, and Pandava's children, his brothers' children, who are arrayed in the field of war. And he specifically says, Mamka, my children, are arrayed in this war. So tell me more about it. And that teaches us so much that Arjun got very confused. How could he get engaged in the war with loved ones, dear ones? And when this question was asked by Dhritarashtra to his minister, that, tell me more about my children and Pandavas who are very eager and arrayed in this war. But just by this verse where it says, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre, it means he knew that this is not a regular war. Kurukshetra means field of action. It's not just the Kurukshetra, the field of action. He said Dharma Kshetra means it is the righteous war, even though he knew it was a righteous war. But he was overshadowed with his attachment, which he specifically says, Mamkam, my children, which was the main cause of the war. Mamka, what is Mamka? Mamka means minus. And actually, the teachings of this are coming from my question and God's answer, which is the Bhagavad Gita, which is a bestseller on Amazon, as well as being utilized and used in the universities in course of ethics and many other courses. And it says, what does Mamka is? And I'm going to read it to you. And it says, Mamka means minus. When we are possessed with minus attachment, the partiality comes because we cannot think more globally, more objectively, because our thinking has been contracted, has been narrowed to just our own self. We focus, we become very selfish. So Dharma Kshetra, the field of Dharma, and Kurukshetra, the field of action. How can we differentiate when we get confused? Answer is very simple, that we perform actions all the time. But most of the actions are for our own, which is called selfish actions. And many times we are not objective, whether it's the right action, wrong action, but we do it because we have a desire to fulfill, we have some greed, some reasons to fulfill, whatever the reasons are, but we are not thinking about the global interest. And Dharma Kshetra is, we always think about whether this action is just going to benefit me or universal interest. In other words, is it good for everybody, including the nature, including the living being, non-living being? And that's why it says in Bhagavad Gita that whatever we should do, we should always perform our action with the global interest. But first we have to calm our Kurukshetra within everybody. Actually, Swami Chidanandji from Parmarth Niketan, he always says that the real war of Kurukshetra is within us. Each of us is Arjuna, struggling with right and wrong, temptations, fears, and frustrations. So we have to come out of that selfishness, that confusion. And how we can do that? We should always think about the global interest. And many times we are confused, so whether it is for me, it is for my children, it is for my job, it is for my business. One thing we should always say, ask question, is this going to be beneficiary to the whole universe? In other words, if my company, my factory is producing the pollution, what it is going to do to environment? If I'm throwing the garbage in Ganges River, what is going to do to Ganges River? How is it going to pollute the water? And if I am going to just work for myself and not others, is it beneficiary to just my family? And if it is, we should always think about other children, other people in the world, and help out. And how we can feel that when we put love and compassion in our heart, then we cannot harm anybody. So the key is, whatever we do, we should ask the question, is this for the universal interest? Or is this just for myself or my family? We have to expand ourselves more from selfishness to selflessness. And that's what Gita is all about. Gita teaches us how to become selfless. In other words, expand your horizons from yourself to your family members, to your community, to your nation, to the whole universe. Sarva bhut hite rata must be beneficiary for all. And once we start thinking about it and asking that question, the answer will come to us. Divine help is always available. Our inner voice will start speaking to us. So how to get out of confusion? Ask the question, is this just for me? Or is this for beneficiary for the whole universe or for others? And just by asking that question, you will learn, we all learn, how to convert our karma, Kurukshetra, into Dharma Kshetra. Because that is the purpose of our life. And actually this first verse of Bhagavad Gita also tells us how we can attain the purpose of our life. How would we know who we are? Just by knowing what is my dharma. In other words, how to convert my karma into dharma, how every action could be converted into dharma. Then we can attain the purpose of life, to know who we are. We are that satyakalra. But through the action, through converting from karma into dharma, And I call it karma dharma. And you can actually go on to my hashtag, which says karma dharma all the time. So just always keep in mind, ask the question, is this just for me or is this going to benefit others? And when you get that answer, yes, it is beneficiary for others, not just for myself. And when it is beneficiary for others, we automatically are benefited. It's not like my benefit is taken away by benefiting others. We all benefit because we are all a part of this universe. We all came from the one source of supreme power. So we should always think about, what is my dharma? And many times we get confused about what is my dharma. So I will be speaking about and discuss what is our dharma in our next session around 11 o'clock next Sunday as well. So please join us. But before we go to the next session, let's all sit down for a few minutes and meditate. So just close your eyes very gently wherever you are, as long as you are not driving or operating any machinery. So just sit comfortably wherever you are. Be aware of the place you are sitting, how you are touching your hips to the chair or ground, wherever you are. Just straighten up your back, align your back and your head, and take a deep breath. Hold it for a few seconds. Breathe out very slowly and gently through your nostrils. Take another deep breath all the way down to your stomach. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now breathe normally. And with every breath, smile in and smile out. Smile in, smile out. Smile in, and smile out. And continue to breathe normally, but this time when you breathe in, just tell yourself, relax. So relax in, feel the relaxation. Relax out, relax in, relax out, relax in, relax out. And now take a deep breath. And let's recite Om mantra 3 times together. You can recite loudly or silently. Just continue to smile with every breath and feel the vibration of the Om energy throughout your body. And just take a one question you are confused about. Just bring that question in front of you. And now take this positive energy generated with the Om mantra, with the golden light from your forehead, and put that golden light and positive energy on that question what you have in your mind. Continue to emit that light. Direct the light from your forehead on that question. The question could be, is this particular action of mine should I do it or should I not do it? And how should I do it? So this our action of mine becomes dharma. In other words, my karma becomes into dharma. We are just like Arjuna, asking this question to Lord Krishna. The infinite form of Lord Krishna, the formless form of Lord Krishna, which is Om mantra. So through Om, we are asking this question to Supreme Power. And whenever we ask a question, it means we are confused and we cannot make the decision. And therefore, I always repeat the verse 7 from chapter 2. I'm going to recite it. And if you cannot recite it, that is okay. But the meaning is that I am confused. I cannot make the decision right now because due to confusion, my mind is tarnished, blocked to make the proper decision. So please help me. And tell me, what should I do? What is the best for me? What should I do? And it's a beautiful verse in Sanskrit. Karpanye dosho pahat svabhava paschami tvam dharma sammood cheta yachasayani nishchitam bruitan me shishyaste aham shadimam tvam prapanyam. So I'm asking for help, that I am your disciple. I'm listening to you. Please help me, guide me, and tell me what is best for me. And once we have that kind of feelings, even if we cannot recite, even if we cannot speak, but once we have that kind of feeling that we are looking for answer, without we saying anything, the answer will come to us. That is the power of silence. So without even speaking, we will be answered, because the teachings of Bhagavad Gita awakens the Guru within us. Then Lord Krishna's voice comes from our inner being, which is we call intuitions. So we will be guided. So always think about, what is my dharma? Because goal here is to convert every action into dharma, every karma into dharma, through karma yoga. So action into action yoga, karma into dharma. And now recite with me. Or these will be the affirmations for you, that I know my karma. I know what is my karma. I know what is my dharma. I am guided by supreme power. I will make the proper decision with the help of divine power. I will follow my dharma. With the help of teachings of Bhagavad Gita, I will be guided with the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. And now I know how to make the decisions. I am not alone. Supreme power is helping me to guide me, help me to make proper decision. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace for my body, peace for my mind, and peace for the universe. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May God bring peace and happiness in the entire universe. And now rub your hands and put it on your head. Tap your heads, your face, your entire body, because your hands are filled with this divine power, healing power, which has been generated through the Om mantra in your body. And now rub your hands again and gently put it on your eyes and open your eyes very gently. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining this beautiful session and beautiful meditation. Through meditation, we generate so much positive energy, which emits to the world, which emits to your family, to the world. A study shows that one person's meditation generating this positive energy can change more than 750,000 people, almost 1 million people. Their energy, their process. So if we all meditate, we can make a difference in this universe. Without even speaking, without even saying anything, that energy of that Om mantra will do the job for you and for the universe. So again, just make a list of the things what you are confused about. And I always share this book. Write it down, your questions. And follow the instructions, your inner voice, your divine power. Messages will come that how you can convert this karma into dharma. Because that's what the teachings of Bhagavad Gita is. It starts with Dharma Kshetra and ends with Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdara, Tatra Shri Vijyo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matit Mama. Mama, what is my dharma? An answer will come to you. What is my dharma? And not only it will come, what is my dharma? How to perform your dharma, which we will be speaking in next session. So please join us again on next Sunday around 11:30. And if you have any questions, please send me the questions. You can put it on Facebook, you can put it on YouTube. It will be posted on YouTube as well. And you have my personal emails as well. satya@pathtoanandam.org. So you can send me through that as well. And if you have any comments about the session, please you give your comments, write down your comments in the Facebook page as well. And share this with your loved ones or your friends. So if they have missed this session, they might learn something from it. They might be able to apply something from it, which might change their life as well. So thank you very much for joining again. And subscribe to my YouTube channel because we need some more subscriber in order to I can do it directly from cell phone from the YouTube. So I would need your help on that. But thank you very much for joining, and Jai Shri Krishna.